up in the mountains, my friends, where you can still watch an eagle soar on the wind. And I walk those hills with a smile on my face, and I can't get back to God's saving grace in the mountains.
Welcome back to our Hill to Die On podcast. I am your host, Chase Dowling, and it's a lovely week to be in Forest Hill. Got these good cloudy skies, starting to feel like fall. Feels good, doesn't it? Feels good. You can tell winter's on its way. So this is what's going on in Forest Hill for the week of September 10th through the 16th, 2025. I'm going to start it off with the weather. The weather this week is fantastic. As you all know, I'm recording this on Tuesday night. Might get a little bit of rain tomorrow. That's the Caballo Gallo weather report. Thanks to Robbie Henry, the Nader. That's right. He says maybe get a little rain tomorrow. Supposed to be a little cooler this week. And then through the weekend, supposed to start heating back up just a little bit. And next week, just a little bit more. But not supposed to be terrible. Fall is almost here, folks. Spooky season. Soup season. Soup weather, whatever you want to call it. It's here. Also, good wood chopping weather. Start to get your wood chopped. I got the kids out this last weekend. We didn't get very much done. But I got the new wood shed built. So, it's going to be getting filled soon. Folks, get out, get your firewood, oak, madrone, well, heck, whatever you need to burn. If you need to burn pine, I mean, if you're that unfortunate, as Chris Hyde would say. Pine is meant for, what is it? That's campfire wood, that's right. So, anyways, folks, Wednesday, Forest Hill LSM food distribution, 2:30 to 5 p.m. at 24500 Main Street. That's right. Get up there and get you some food. And then 6 o'clock, PUD meeting at the little school, at the elementary school. That's right, 6 o'clock. Be there, be square. And then 6 to 8 p.m. at the hall. This one sounds a little bit more fun. It's the chamber mixer. I'm going to do a little bit of mixing. Do a little bit of, how do you doing? Glad handing. Stuff like that. Then Thursday. Well, it's actually Tuesday and Thursday. I always get that messed up. That's right. It's Paloga with Chenoa at the park, 9 a.m. Then we're going to go, see, this is one, I need to actually probably attend one of these meetings. It's the 4-H meeting from 6 to 8 p.m. at the hall. So 4-H, that's all them kids doing the chickens, rabbits, horse stuff, cow stuff, goat stuff. That's right. That's going to be going on Thursday. Then, it's going to be Friday. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Why is it on Friday, Tori? Either way, should be on Thursday. It's going to be Corey, working out with Corey, 8:30 a.m. Oh, no, wait. Cardio? Jumping jacks? Yeah. Anyway, Calvary Bible Assembly. That's right. And then Friday, here it is, folks. Home opener for your Forest Hill Wildfires. Wildfires. That's right. They're going to be taking on football, taking on the Vaca Christian. So I'm guessing it's Vacaville. Vacaville Christian, maybe? Vaca? Just says Vaca. Vaca Christian, 7 p.m. Be there, be square. Check out the home game this Friday. Folks, I'm on it. The cows haven't been sighted again, but I know where they're at now. They're slippery. They're still around. They're looking good. But not so much those cows, as I'm thinking about actually buying a couple of heifers. First year heifers, we'll get them bred. we're going to have beef in a year from now. Well, 2 years from now. I got to do something about my beef in the meantime, though. Anybody raising cows on the hill? Because if you are, and you want to, sell a half of one, hit me up. Comment. Do what you got to do. Cows are the new chicken. Chicken's the new chicken. Anything that's raised healthy is just, well, it's not new. It's just what we've been doing for thousands of years. Eat your meat, folks. Can't have your pudding if you don't eat your meat. That's right. All right. Saturday. Bree Packard, happy birthday to you. Don't know who put you on the list, but I know it's your birthday. Don't know how old you are. Actually, I do. But I'm not going to say it because, 25? I think that's a lie. I think you're 24. Maybe not. Who knows? But happy birthday to you, Bree. You go, girl. By the way, I'm recording this on a Tuesday, right? I just seen Lily, that's Bree's daughter, right? Just scored a basketball in her first basketball game at the middle school. Old Mountain Lions. Taking it to Colfax Falcons. So there are, the Falcons. I don't know, I thought they were Colfax. Maybe they're not. Taking it to the Falcons either way. Forest Hill kicked butt. Just JV at the middle school. Varsity didn't get to play, but they killed it. I think the score was 30-something to 12. Incredible. So, fish. I didn't get any fishing pictures this week. Last week, got a ton of them. Everybody was like, I think it was because the weekend after Labor Day and all that stuff. But still, I think they were a little hungover, vacation hangover coming into this week. Guys, I need those fishing pictures. Andy was the only one that commented on anything with fishing pictures. Of course, he's always the one with fishing pictures. Of course, it's from freaking, I don't know, Fort Bragg or some god-awful thing. You keep going, Andy. You keep going. Living the good life. A fisherman's life. A retarded life. Retired life. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, he's retarded, too. Gotta love him. Anyway. Sunday. After I just called people retarded. Sunday. Folks, we have a wealth of churches in Forest Hill. We have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 that I know of. Probably more. So there's the Calvary Chapel, Canyon View Assembly, New Hope Lutheran, Seventh-day Adventist, the Latter-day Saints, and Foursquare Church. That's just the ones that I know of. Get out and get to a church if you're so inclined. We got plenty of them. The good Lord has blessed us. Which brings us to my thoughts for the shitter this week. Hey, there's no such thing as a bad word, folks. Just bad connotation. We're all having fun here. Why is it that the bathroom scale always knows how to ruin your morning? Been making my mornings pretty good lately. Because it's broke. Let's be honest. Yeah. Don't have to worry about looking at it and going, I ate too much. Actually, it's a good, bathroom scales are a good way to know if you're having healthy bowel movements, though. You can step on that thing before and then step on that thing after. You get a good 2-pounder going on. Your jeans fit a little bit better. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Anyway. Folks, freedom of religion. Freedom of speech. Freedom to assemble. I didn't get all that probably correct, but it's all the great gist of our First Amendment. We need to be able to speak our minds, say things like thoughts for the shitter right after you're talking about churches in this country. Keep that in mind. And also, liberty is one of the greatest attributes of the United States. Funny thing about liberty, though, is it only lasts till mine ends and yours begins. So, if I call you a bleepity bleep butthole on the road and you jump out and punch my nose, you know, you are free to speak your mind, but don't be afraid to face the consequences when you do. Just thoughts to ponder while you're dropping them off down yonder. So, coming on to Monday. Not much going on this week. It's a pretty quiet week. So, but some of our local Facebook pages, just to give them a shout out, there's Forest Hill Gardening, Forest Hill Peeps, Forest Hill Forum, Forest Hill Critters, Forest Hill Mama Bears, Forest Hill Current Events, Forest Hill Exchange, Forest Hill Buy Nothing, Forest Hill Helping Forest Hill Really Helping Forest Hill, and Forest Hill No Backtalk or something. There, we got plenty of Facebook pages. Become part of a group. That's another part of the First Amendment, right? Right to assemble, right to gather with whoever you want. So, right to associate with whoever you want. That's the great thing right there. So find you a page, get you a group. Hey, become part of the, you know, Sons of, if your parents were in the veterans, become part of the Lions. We got great associations in Forest Hill, folks. All right, moving along. Is Brendan Navarro, are you going to the Coast Guard already? That's what it says here on Tuesday. It says, good luck, Brennan. Are you gone already? I thought that wasn't until November. But if you are, congratulations, buddy. We're all rooting for you. You got my respect. He's a good kid. We wish him the best in all his endeavors because he is that good of a kid. Then, 5 p.m. on Tuesday, that's the 16th. It's the girls' volleyball. I don't know, has the girls' volleyball already had a home game? Not sure. But hey, got one this week, so get there. Oh, wait, I think they just had one this last Saturday, something. Anyway, get there, or yesterday, Monday. I'm not exactly sure. Figure that out. But get there next Tuesday, see the girls volleyball. They're going to kick butt. I guarantee it. With Coach Tori Merkley at the helm. Going to be looking for a playoff berth this year. The squad should be good enough. They're from Forest Hill. They're tougher than boot and leather. I mean, gnawing on your leg. Folks, our business of the week is don't have one. And there's a reason for that, because we've done, I think this is like week 24 that we're doing this podcast. I went through a lot of businesses. I've named all the ones that are off the top of my head. And yes, I still haven't mentioned, you know, there's like Grant's Hardware and Wharton's and Dollar General and who else? Oh, Forest Hill Farms and the Mountain Club, and there's all those ones. But what I want to start doing this week is start commenting on a local business. You know, maybe not such the big names that you always see driving through town, because everybody knows those ones. And I'm going to start this winter, we're going to start interviewing the business owners of those businesses. And we're going to maybe do it like once a month or every other week or something like that. Start dropping those here off pretty soon. But I want the little local house cleaning business. I mean, we already got the Ciatis and the Caras and stuff like that. But name another one in the comments. Let me know who it is so I can start doing some research on who these other little businesses are that we have in this great town. We all know who the big ones are, but let's know who the little ones are. Little person working from home, you know, doing some notary or something like that. So drop a comment. Let me know who you think should be the business of the week, maybe for next week or in future weeks. We'll give them a shout out. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, that brings us to another Sasquatch sighting. This one, seen right around Emerson and Forest Hill Road. Said to be traveling as a pack, as a unit. 3 little ones, usually towing one behind. One's always falling down somewhere. All being fiercely watched over by a mama squatch. That's right. The Big Daddy Squatch, known to be sighted around a lot of fires, like Smokey the Bear. The mama squatch, always watching over her little clutch like a good mother hen. Don't get close, she'll bite. Been told she'll bite. She's also not very friendly to talk to. will gnaw on you a little bit. Just a little bit if you come close to her youngins. So, if you don't know, I'm not going to tell you. But I think you all know. Michelle, no commenting. Jared, no commenting. Oh, Gage, Gage actually had one. So did Michelle, of course. They got it right this last week. Way to go, Gage, for the first time on the comments section for the Sasquatch. Well, maybe not the first time, but first time you're in the top 2. And Michelle, Andy, and Jared are hard to beat. They're on this. So, but if you don't know, now you know. Get it on. Yes, folks, this weather falls in the air. I haven't seen the leaves turning yet, though. Not going to be long, though. Not going to be long. This weather's got me. Oh, it's nice when you can put on a light, long shirt in the morning. That's good weather. It's good working weather. Good wood splitting weather. What am I doing here? Oh, yes. Which brings us to our Robert Francis joke of the week. And this one goes like this here. It says, so a couple of buddies are out hiking after a fresh snowfall. The ground is all covered in white. And one of the men says, man, this is the kind of snow where you can track anything. Deer, elk, rabbits, even people. The other guy grins and says, oh yeah? Well, tell me this. How can you track Will Smith in a snowstorm? His buddies just look around and squint and look at the ground and say, well, I don't know how. You just follow the fresh prints. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our episode for this week. I hope you have a great week. As always, we'll be seeing you